Me, Skip, I think Floyd just looked. Floyd, you done made enough money.
Things didn't go right. Took a loss. I took a heavy loss, actually. But nothing can hold me back.
Get back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah.
According to the claims being discussed, Shannon Sharpe reacted strongly after reports surfaced alleging that Floyd Mayweather suffered major financial losses connected to a purported $42 million scam. Sharpe voiced disappointment over the situation and stated that every required legal procedure, including both state and federal processes, should have been thoroughly verified. He argued that Mayweather should have personally confirmed the details before moving forward, emphasizing that someone with his experience and stature should carefully oversee significant financial decisions to help prevent losses of that magnitude.
Disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service.
As criticism continued to build, Mayweather addressed the conversation by explaining his personal outlook on wealth and success. He said that speaking openly about money should not be viewed as a negative trait, stressing that he sees financial success as a means to enjoy life and pursue unique opportunities. According to Mayweather, having financial freedom gives him the ability to create the lifestyle he wants and take part in experiences that many people never have the chance to pursue. He explained that this philosophy has played a major role in shaping the bold financial decisions he has made throughout his career.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. We can't feed our family just saying I love you. Money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences.
Mayweather has acknowledged that his approach to business often involves taking significant risks. He explained that he prefers investing in opportunities that many people fail to understand or overlook. In his view, pursuing those types of ventures creates the potential for innovation, even though it also comes with the possibility of failure. He admitted that many of these investments do not succeed, saying that unfavorable outcomes occur most of the time. Even so, his strategy reflects a willingness to accept substantial risks in pursuit of the occasional major reward.
The money I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. I've gotten great results because I took my time.
Mayweather has consistently presented financial success as a reflection of everything he has achieved throughout his career. Across interviews, videos, and social media, he frequently shares images of large cash holdings and sizable bank balances. From his perspective, those displays represent the rewards of years of hard work rather than simply an opportunity to show off. However, critics, such as Shannon Sharpe, have viewed those public displays differently. They have questioned whether placing so much emphasis on showcasing wealth could take attention away from the importance of careful financial planning and responsible money management.
The money man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had girl collection Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Sharpe's criticism extended beyond the reported scam allegations. He also took aim at Floyd Mayweather's continued participation in exhibition bouts, arguing that the pay-per-view appeal is driven largely by fans hoping to see him defeated. In Sharpe's view, these events no longer resemble traditional competitive boxing and instead feel more like entertainment spectacles than official contests. According to Sharpe, this shift is about more than the style of the exhibitions themselves. He suggested that Mayweather's reputation and legacy are increasingly being used as the main attraction, turning his long-established boxing success into a commercial draw for exhibition events.
I'm sure he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box something.
So the lure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that we... Man, a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't?
No. But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
No,
so he doesn't see, like, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like WWE.
Sharpe also pointed to Mayweather's exhibition match with Logan Paul as part of his criticism. He argued that the event did not reflect the standard many people expect from a boxing icon. In Sharpe's opinion, Mayweather was willing to participate in those types of exhibitions because of the financial rewards they offered. Sharpe said this leads to a broader discussion about legacy and reputation. He questioned why a fighter who had already achieved so much would continue taking part in exhibition events that critics view as driven primarily by financial gain. From Sharpe's perspective, those decisions suggest that earning money has become a higher priority than preserving the legacy he built during his championship career.
Get back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah. Get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
Well, we get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
then.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yeah.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall, our first things first, Brandon Marshall. But I'm gonna tell you who good with their hands and you might not know, Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what. So what?
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul now?
I want him to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all nothing to have bragging rights.
This isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you
no,
go?
Kim, I know you over there. You like, yeah, we got him. No. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We got to represent. Money, represent.
Represent?
Yep, lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight.
That's
It
okay,
was
we'll
actually
get
a battle.
We gonna lump him up. Yeah, we gonna lump him up.
Mayweather has increasingly turned his attention to real estate. Some of his public statements have drawn skepticism. He recently claimed to have acquired 1,000 residential units spread across 62 buildings in New York. However, according to reports discussing the matter, publicly available property records have not reflected ownership changes for those properties, and organizations such as the NYC Housing Partnership have reportedly not been informed of any completed transactions that as a result. Questions have emerged within the real estate community about whether Mayweather's statements accurately reflect completed deals or if the scope of those claims has been overstated.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, we all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster, huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal. $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not too shabby. V for victory.
As journalists attempted to verify Mayweather's reported real estate acquisitions, they encountered additional uncertainty. According to the reports, a representative connected to his business interests insisted that the transactions were legitimate, but declined to provide an on-the-record statement. During the same conversation, another individual identified himself as James McNair, although reporters noted that the voice differed from previous recordings they had heard. Those unusual circumstances added to the ongoing questions surrounding the reported property deals, leading some observers to further scrutinize the authenticity and details of Mayweather's claimed real estate holdings.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple.
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and
Yeah, it's
100
true.
and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think
buildings.
about it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
That's what I'm saying.
According to the individual who said he was representing Mayweather, Floyd's interest in real estate was influenced by his upbringing in affordable housing. He explained that this background inspired Mayweather to invest in rent-regulated properties, believing they could provide both financial returns and a way to support local communities. The representative claimed that once Mayweather embraced that idea, he became determined to expand those investments on a large scale. While that explanation presents a personal motivation behind the reported business strategy, critics have questioned whether the story is being used to support claims that remain unclear or have yet to be independently verified.
He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot. But even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off apartments.
In recent years, Mayweather has placed greater emphasis on his real estate ventures. However, as his public statements have become more ambitious, some people within the industry have questioned whether the scale of his reported property holdings has been overstated. Although his stated vision combines financial success with community-focused investments, the absence of clear documentation and the bold nature of some of his claims have prompted continued scrutiny of his real estate portfolio. That as a result, public opinion remains divided. While some admire Mayweather's business ambitions, others remain skeptical and continue to question whether his reported investments accurately reflect the size and scope of his real estate holdings.
Hey, who said Floyd ain't still out here doing big deals? Money Mayweather just inked a massive $402 million real estate deal in New York City, buying up 60 apartment buildings from Black Spruce Management, the equivalent of 1,000 apartment units. Now, Floyd said the goal is to be able to provide affordable housing to families that need it. Most of the units are located in Upper Manhattan. And he said that when he was a kid, his dream was just to be able to own a home and that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Damn, Floyd just bought the block. I'm proud of Floyd. He's come a long way. This is a guy who was once seen burning money in a nightclub. He spent $17 million on a watch. Not to pocket watch him, but people looked at him for years like, yo, he wastes a lot of money. Does he ever give back? And now he's providing affordable housing? Damn, Money Mayweather's come a long way. This is a real good look. It shows evolution. It shows maturity. Not to mention, it's always great to see another person of color become a landlord in New York City.
Before the recent controversies, Mayweather had already earned a reputation for relying on his own judgment when making major financial decisions. One of the most talked about examples was his reported $750,000 wager on his own fight, a bold move that reflected his confidence and willingness to take calculated risks. From there, he continued building his business career by following a path that relied heavily on his own decision-making rather than traditional management. Many supporters viewed that independent approach as a sign of confidence and self-belief. At the same time, choosing to operate with that level of autonomy also meant accepting greater financial risks, an aspect of his business strategy that has become part of the current discussion surrounding his ventures.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career, earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up. So Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving $5 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
Unlike many professional athletes, Mayweather has said he chose not to rely on a traditional manager, instead taking charge of negotiating business opportunities and overseeing his own financial decisions. That approach gave him complete control over the direction of his career, but it also meant accepting full responsibility for the outcomes of those choices. When those decisions proved successful, they helped him build one of the most lucrative careers in sports. However, critics argue that managing everything independently can also increase the risk of costly errors, particularly if a major investment or business deal goes wrong. In that sense, Mayweather's self-directed approach has been viewed as both one of his greatest advantages and one of his biggest challenges.
I think with Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's, can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him. And, but he does, everything goes through him, everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, man's a genius. And it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry, because I love a row, and I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, got sting coming at my ass.
Mayweather has often contrasted his rise to fame with the opportunities available to athletes today. He has said that building a global profile during his career required far more effort because there were fewer digital platforms to reach audiences instantly. In his view, every bit of recognition had to be earned through years of performances and dedication. And that journey is what makes his accomplishments especially meaningful at the same time, Some critics argue that he is relying too heavily on the reputation he built during those years while making business and public decisions that they believe could undermine the legacy he spent decades creating.
You or Taylor Swift?
Probably Taylor Swift.
Yeah?
Taylor Swift didn't come up in the same era as me. But I don't know if Taylor Swift can be relevant. We almost 30 years.
I was around, but the Floyd effect, the Taylor Swift effect.
Yes.
Like, you both have maximized and pushed the envelope and really just set the bar for everybody else that's coming after you.
But in today's time, there's different. You can push one button and 8 billion people can see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember how I got to the top. I had to grind. I had to wrap vehicles, take them across country with my face on it. I go a month straight doing interviews every day from morning to night to build myself.
Yeah.
So I come from nothing, but now push a button, push a button, push a button, and all you gotta do is sit back and watch. If I had a head start like these fighters nowadays, man, what? I have every belt in box.
Mayweather has claimed that he earns roughly $30 million each month, suggesting an income level that would place him among the highest earning figures in the world. Even after retiring from professional boxing, he has continued pursuing major financial opportunities through exhibition events and other business ventures. For many fans, one of the biggest potential paydays would be a rematch with Conor McGregor. Such an event would likely attract enormous global attention and generate significant pay-per-view interest. At the same time, the possibility has sparked debate about whether another high-profile exhibition would enhance Mayweather's career or further fuel questions about the legacy he has already established. It's a discussion that continues among both supporters and critics as they watch what he chooses to do next.
What would be the value in seeing it a second time? The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability, and what would it be? Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged and, you know, he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it. But even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding a certain level of momentum.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and we appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.